Scene start. Visual, a tight close-up on a human eye. As we watch, the clear lens begins to show a subtle, milky cloudiness. Narrator. What if the world you see every day was slowly fading away and you were the last to know? Visual. We see Elena, a woman in her late 50s, laughing as she tends to her garden on a bright, sunny day. The scene is beautiful, but the very edges of the frame are soft and slightly out of focus, a detail she doesn't seem to perceive. Text overlay. What if your sight was disappearing and you didn't even know it? Narrator. This isn't a scene from a movie. For millions, it's a silent reality. Vision loss often arrives without an announcement, creeping in through conditions that many people don't understand until it's too late. These are the silent thieves of sight, but their impact is anything but quiet. Visual. The beautiful garden scene with Elena suddenly closes in. The edges of the screen turn black, creating a stark tunnel effect, focusing only on a single flower in the center. Narrator. One of the most notorious culprits is glaucoma. It stealthily damages your optic nerve, often starting with your peripheral vision. You might not notice anything is wrong until your world has narrowed into a tunnel, a permanent and irreversible change. Visual. The scene shifts. Elena is now indoors, sitting in a cozy armchair, trying to read a book. We see her point of view. The words in the very center of the page appear wavy, distorted, and frustratingly blurred, while the text on the edges remains clearer. She blinks, trying to bring the words into focus, but the blur remains. Narrator. Then there's macular degeneration, which attacks the macula, the part of your retina responsible for sharp central vision. It robs you of the ability to see fine details, turning faces into blurs and reading into an impossible task. Visual. We transition to Marcus, a man in his 40s, working at his office desk. He looks tired. As he stares at his computer monitor, we see his perspective. Dark, shadowy spots and squiggly lines drift aimlessly across his screen, obscuring the data he's trying to analyze. He shakes his head, trying to clear his vision. Narrator. For individuals with diabetes, another threat looms: diabetic retinopathy. High blood sugar can damage the tiny blood vessels in the retina, causing them to leak. This can lead to floaters, blurriness, and eventually, complete vision loss. Visual. A quick montage begins. First, we see Marcus squinting at his smartphone, holding it close to his face, then far away, trying to find a clear spot. His vision is hazy. The shot cuts to a close-up of several pairs of eyeglasses laid out on a table, implying a history of frequent and frustrating prescription changes. Next, we see Elena behind the wheel of her car at twilight. The headlights from oncoming traffic create a blinding glare, and she looks anxious and unsure of the road ahead. Finally, a person confidently walks towards a coffee table but misjudges the distance, bumping their leg against its edge with a wince. Narrator. The warning signs are often subtle and easily dismissed. You might mistake hazy vision for simple fatigue. Frequent changes in your glasses prescription might seem like a minor annoyance. Trouble seeing in dim light or dealing with glare could be brushed off as a normal part of aging. You might even find yourself becoming clumsier, misjudging steps or bumping into things. These aren't just inconveniences, they are your eyes calling for help. Visual. The scene changes to the bright, modern, and reassuring interior of an ophthalmologist's clinic. An ophthalmologist is calmly conducting an eye exam on Elena. We see shots of a tonometry test measuring her eye pressure and a visual field test where she clicks a button in response to flashing lights. The atmosphere is professional and supportive. Narrator. The most powerful weapon against these silent thieves is not a miracle cure, but knowledge and early detection. A comprehensive eye exam can uncover these conditions long before you notice any symptoms. Specialists can measure the pressure inside your eyes, examine your optic nerve, and map your field of vision, catching the earliest signs of trouble. Visual. The ophthalmologist turns to Elena with a warm, reassuring smile. They are looking at a chart together. Elena's expression changes from one of concern to visible relief and gratitude. Narrator. Finding a problem early can change everything. With today's treatments, doctors can slow or even halt the progression of many of these diseases, preserving the precious sight you have. Visual. A final, uplifting montage. We see Marcus and Elena, their vision sharp and clear. Marcus is laughing with his family at a park, the details of his children's faces perfectly in focus. Elena stands on a scenic overlook, taking in a breathtaking, vibrant sunset over a mountain range. Every color is rich and every detail is crisp. Narrator. Your vision is the lens through which you experience life's most beautiful moments. Don't let them fade away. Final text overlay. 90% of vision loss is preventable. Schedule your eye exam today. Scene end.